Hello and welcome once again, fellow gamers, and welcome back to Spirit Animal Survival. I'm Small Archangel. Thank you for joining me for this week's episode. And I've been doing a bit of off-camera work. I thought, given that we had less creatures spawning in now, it was probably worth my while doing a bit of grinding and trying to get the base finished. It's still a bit of a sorry specimen, I'm afraid, and I've only been able to place a little bit of roof because I gave up after I'd placed those two bits of sloped roof when I discovered that unfortunately there isn't a flat section that can go in between. Therefore, it seems at the moment the only way that you can really get a sloped roof to work is if you've got a base that has foundations of an even number, because then presumably you could place a sloped roof on top of another sloped roof. So if you had two slopes or two slopes that would then in opposite directions that would meet in the middle, that would work well. As things are, I'm just going to have to leave it without a roof, I think, because it's not really going to work. There is such a thing as, if we scroll down to our plank building parts, there is such a thing as an overlap plank. That's it right there. Now, I can't place that at the moment. I can't even craft it, of course, but it doesn't matter. That will fit quite easily on the top of the walls of the building, and it will snap there. It will not, however, snap. It will snap down here as well. It will snap to the top and the bottom of the walls. It will not snap to the top of those roof pieces. You see, it wants to go there so we can have a flat ceiling, but not up there. Therefore, I've decided to kind of give up on that for the moment, but you can see the rest of what we've done here. Now, there is a bit of a nasty orange glow in the corners there, and that's because I discovered that you could make standing torches. They're called thunder torches, and I've made 4 of them, 1 for each corner, so we at least have some light, because the other lights in the game seem to require a ceiling to hang them from. And at the moment, I haven't got a ceiling. Now, I've decided that there's no particular reason for us to build a roof on here. This was just a starter base anyway to keep our stuff safe and have some storage in here. So I've put walls around the place and a door, although the door doesn't actually open at the moment. We just walk through it, so whatever. And I've placed a totem pole as well. Now, there are 2 types of totem in the game. This is the majestic totem. If we look in our others of the crafting menu here, I'll put in totem. There we are, majestic power. This is the one you can build from level 0. But I got a bit confused because this one says, place this in your home location to find a way back home. Compass icon will appear. And there it is, that green flag at the top on our HUD, our compass bar. But the towering spirit totem says, and this is the level 15 one, this powerful totem will ward off unwanted guests both from the spirit and the mortal world. So that is the one that suggests that it will keep away animal spawns, whereas this one will provide a map marker. Now, as far as I can understand it, both of them do both of those things, or this one certainly does both of those things. So it actually keeps animal spawns away in a 100-meter radius around your base, I think, which is, I think, just one totem should do for me for that reason, because my base is only small. But if you had a big fort or something like that, you'd probably need to put 1 on each corner just to keep it nice and safe from insta spawns. That said, anything chasing you can still come right up to your walls and probably clip its head through them and bite you on the bum, which is what has happened to me on many occasions. So there we go. Okay, the other thing that I did off camera was tamed something. Now, the bad news is it's despawned. It's gone. The horse is also gone. Oh, and the cow. Apparently, horses and cows we can't currently technically tame. They will be tameable the same way other animals are in an upcoming patch, but they are not just yet. Oh, and also in an upcoming patch, we'll be able to remove and destroy buildings and placeables as well. But for the moment, I'm just going to grab these. There we go, because this is what we need. No, I don't wish to eat it, thank you. These are what we need to tame a turtle. I'm going to have another try. I had a turtle. Now, my tamed turtle and anything I tame will only spawn then outside of the area where we place our base. But I think what made this one despawn was that I went far away from the base, not on the turtle, and when I came back, it had gone, and I haven't seen it since, so that is kind of a shame. But there is a turtle over there. In fact, there's more than one. There's quite a few around, so we're going to give this a try. Can I refill up on water? Yes, I can. I'm going to give this a try, and you can see how this works if you haven't already figured it out. It's not like Ark, it's a bit different. And we have to use the terrain to help us out. So you can see there is a turtle swimming around down there. And if I look at it with my crossbar, there we're sea turtle female. Okay, this is pretty much the one that I caught last time, I think. Certainly in the same place. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop bags of waving leaf, which is what she eats, and we're just going to hope that they go towards where she is. She doesn't seem like she's currently moving. She's definitely not tamed, because the green, let's just have a look at the other one, that's a male. Because the green bar, which is completely not green at the moment because it's not filled at all, is not filled at all. So that's a taming bar. So we'll try, that's gone way over there. So let's try this one and see if that one goes where she is. Doesn't look like it. Looks like I'm going to have to drop one from here. Of course, I don't want to go too close because then she'll aggro on me and that won't help at all. If you're on a flat plane, you might be able to... That's not working either. Brilliant. If you're on a flat plane, you might be able to do this because... Oh, God, Betty, I do not want that T-Rex in my face. I really don't. He's supposed to stay out my house zone. Oh, we might have it without one. Possibly. No, it's rolled past her. Darn, man. That's so annoying. Okay, we must have it nearly there now, though. Trial and error is what does it with this. That is one. That was looking good. It's looking good. It's gone past her rear end. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay. So we're fighting with terrain physics here, and that one's going to go randomly right off to the right of her. Or maybe it's not. Go on, Turtle, eat it. And there's another one rolling back towards her, actually, which is nice. Go and eat one of them. She's stopped moving. But then she's coming in this direction. Okay, so that we've still not got anything. That one's going towards her. Eat this, please. Yes, there we go. She's eaten a little bit, and I don't know if she's eaten the one I just dropped. She might have done. Excellent. Let's do this. So we've got quite a few down there because she'll move around. She doesn't have an eating animation. Some of the animals have an eating animation, but the turtle doesn't stop and eat. You just have to basically do this and they will stop and eat when they encounter some food. So there we go, you can see the taming bar filling up now. Go on, have that one, missus. It's right next to your head. Whee, she's got it. Hey, great stuff. So we're getting there now. So we just need to try, and I'll just drop a few bags and we'll see what happens to them. Hopefully she'll pick them up. And we'll replace the turtle that I had before, but I hope that this time it doesn't despawn. My own fault possibly for leaving my base and flying off on my dragon, but all the same, tames should, she's getting there, all tames shouldn't really despawn when you leave, because, you know, that kind of begs the question of whether it's really worth doing it or not. So I'm guessing it's a bug. I'm guessing it's a glitch. You can see this waving leaves absolutely all over, there's bags all over the sea floor there. So we're just going to have to make sure, hopefully, I can go back and I can pick all those up. But it's worthwhile having a turtle. Yeah, she's nearly done now. Worthwhile having a turtle because while riding them, you don't drown. So that's really nice. And she might get the ones I'm just dropping when she turns around. Possibly. And the others won't despawn for a while. I think a couple more and she'll be ours. And we can name them as well. But I've never quite got used to how... Just one more. Just one more and there's a load in front of her. Yay! She's done. She is done. Now, whether the other turtle will aggro on us while we're doing this, I don't honestly know. There we go. Pressed mount. Nice. We have a turtle. I'm not sure if I can grab any of these. No, doesn't look like it. Okay, well, let's just swim out of trouble because we wouldn't put it past the other turtle to aggro on us even when we're riding a turtle. So, because of my totem, I'm not going to be able to park her here because she will... Oh my goodness, I do not want to park her there. So, let's just go around that hay bale, which is not doing any use whatsoever now. The cow despawns continually because of that hay bale. Much as I'd like to leave her closer to the base, I cannot do so because of the 100-meter despawn zone. Hopefully if I park her there, she'll stay there. Yes, she will. Fantastic. Open. Oh my goodness, I can put things in her. That's... Oh. Yeah. That. Oh, right. Oh, okay. That is quite... Now, where has she gone? She's up there a bit. Thank goodness she hasn't disappeared. But open. I mean, am I supposed to be able to open her? That's quite strange. Okay, there we go. So actually she contains meat and oh my goodness, it's almost like I just cannibalized her, which is kind of horrible in fact. I'm going to go over here and hopefully we should be able to park her there and she should stay. Good girl, there we go. Now, how on earth I cannot remember how we name them, but I'm not going to worry about that too much for the moment, because there's always a slight possibility she'll despawn again. But there we go. So we've got a turtle. I'm going to go, I'm not going to worry about my waving leaves because they're really quite easy to collect in point of fact. We'll have a load of those when we're hitting trees. So let me just show you in the base here, our roofless base, I have got all my cooked food in here. So one of the things I've been doing since the last episode off camera, I've been grinding resources, but I've also been doing a bit of cooking, just basically spamming cooking to see what came out. And one of the most useful things I found all these recipes here for just making sure that we've got something to eat. But I found this life tonic, instant life tonic. Save this tonic for emergency life-saving situations, like in an instance, for example, could be really useful. This tonic will provide you with instant life, healing, and optimal health. That tonic is made out of, and it's not in that chest. Hello, this one. That tonic is made out of sweet peppers and gold seaweed. So the gold seaweed we've just got from our turtle is very valuable to us indeed. So we're gonna make some more of that, and hopefully we're gonna end up with lots of. I'm gonna cook this meat, I think, because my meat keeps disappearing now. It could well be that it's on a spoiling timer, but if it is, no, don't lose my salt. If it's on a spoiling timer, you can't see it. You can't see it, and yeah, it's kind of difficult to judge what's going on really with that. So. There we go, got water skins in there. Nothing else seems to disappear, including milk, which is definitely very perishable indeed. So I've been mostly surviving on tipsy turnips, really, because they don't despawn either. So there we go, so that's my cooking area. And then I've got these chests here where I've got all of my, yep, including these. We've got all of our forging materials and crafting materials, and then the equipment stuff we looked at before, and it's getting dark. But that's okay, because we want to make sure that we take this food here anyway, because without that we always stand a risk. There's always a risk that it will despawn from your cooker if you leave it. So I will just see if I got any space in those. I do not, so I'll put my turnips in here, although they're not technically a fruit. And then we'll have a few steaks to eat when we're out and about. And I'll show you something else that I've made as well in my fit of off-camera stuff, and we'll have our salt back out of there as well, I think, because if we don't... Oh, come on, give me my salt. There we go. We don't want to lose that either. So, let's pop that back in there. Oh, that didn't work. No, doing that doesn't work. Shift-click, no work. There we are. Good-o. Alright, so, something else I've made is this, which is a fishing rod. Now, there seems to be a slight glitch with the first-person arm, which keep going in front of my face when I'm holding the fishing rod. But we can use this fishing rod to, well, fish and gather some fish, which means that we're going to be able to use the fish to tame other creatures. Of course, I'm fairly sure we can eat the fish ourselves as well if we want. I've made an anvil so that we can repair up our broken things, though to be honest, in single player at the moment, the easiest way of repairing your broken things is to log out and back in again, because that is a bug. It will be fixed at some point, I'm sure, but everything comes back with full durability, including me, which with my full health, full hunger, full thirst, etc. There we go, we'll just eat a couple of steaks to keep us going. And what I want to make, because we need this in tandem with our fishing rod, we need a canoe. So, yes, I can spell canoe. Fantastic. And for this, logs and sticks. There's a surprise. So let's go to our logs and sticks cupboard. Log, stick, craft canoe, please. There we go. Craft canoe. And then we're going to go fishing and see if that works. Now, this is going to take a minute, pretty much. So we're just going to have to leave it to it, I think. In the meantime, yeah, I don't think I put those away because then it will stop that item from crafting. So I'm just going to have to wait it out. Hey, here we go. There is our canoe. So I'll just put that in there. And I nearly dropped it on the floor, I think, but not quite. Okay, so we're not going to be able to place it here, obviously, because it's a boat. It probably needs to go on water. But this is going to be a learning experience because it's the first time I've done it. We're going to wait for dawn, and then we're going to go and we're going to see if we can do a bit of fishing. But while we're waiting for dawn, just the forward plan for this series. As I say, this is going to be a pretty temporary base, really. So the plan I have for our next base is to actually make, and in here, one of these, a frigate cannon ship. Frigate cannon ship, conquer the ocean, protect your trade goods from pirates or become a pirate yourself. Level 5, so we can make one of those already. But obviously what we're going to need is 300 log, 300 metal, and also 30 rustic rope. And I think we need cotton for that, if I remember rightly. So I'm going to have to do a lot of grinding, and I'm going to try and do that all off camera, because if I do it on camera, you guys will be bored to tears. It's not exactly the most enthralling thing you've ever seen in your life. So I'm going to put away my logs and my sticks, and I've decided to save up all the resources that I harvest for the moment to go into that project. So hopefully we're going to be able to start building that in the next episode, maybe, and hopefully we're going to be able to sort of sail it as well, which would be fantastic and amazing and awesome. So okay, let's see if we can place this boat. First of all, I kind of want to go beyond this very, very narrow bit of very narrow and very shallow bit of water here, because a canoe should go over that, but I'm not absolutely certain. So oops, let's not go too close to that turtle. Here we go. So this looks like it will place here. Let's just put it somewhere vaguely sensible, she says. I don't want it really. Okay, it will go right clipping through the ground, which I'm not too... There we are, lovely. Now it's got water in it, which doesn't look great, does it? Press F to sail. Okay, and then we just... Oh my goodness, this is the fastest canoe in the entire known universe. Okay, I'm... okay. I don't want to go too far from base, just in case my turtle despawns again. I don't want that happening again if I can possibly help it. But we will go a little bit further over here. And then I'm just going to go to fishing rod. Now, how's this work then? Caught a fish. Did I? Wow, by just kind of being here. That is pretty cool. Okay, I think it looks like I could... Oh, caught a fish. Okay, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing there to catch a fish. I'm right-clicking and then left-clicking, and that's caught a fish. Okay, let's have a little look then. What are these? There we go, 3 fish. 4 fish. Okay, I think I catch them just by being here, to be honest. Delicious when cooked. 15 out of 15 hunger. 10 out of 10 health. Now, I don't see a spoil timer there at all, so I'm going to assume that it caught nothing. Nice, I caught nothing. That's very valuable. So I'm assuming maybe we have to just stay still in order to be able to catch these fish. I'm not sure. Caught nothing. Okay, do I have to click something in order to catch? Caught a fish. Yeah, I think it kind of catches something or nothing every time I left click. Caught a fish. There we are. But we're going to be able to use fish to tame certain creatures, like dolphin, for example. If and when we actually find some. Caught nothing. Alrighty, so how many fish have I got? I've got 7. Let's see if we can catch one more. But you saw how many things I had to roll down the hill when I was taming my turtle there. So it could credibly take quite some time. We'll have to see if we can park this now. Let me just put that... There we are. And I'm going to put these fish in my cooking shelf as raw ingredients, and we're going to hopefully... Now that doesn't want to go any closer. Does this count as a tame, or does it just not go any further over that way? I don't honestly know. It may be that it kind of counts as a tame, or it just doesn't want to go any closer to the land. I'm not sure. It may be, I don't know. I'm going to park it as close as we can, which is not very. Dismount and swim. Okay, while we do that, we can take a drink as well. And then... Yeah, I'm going to have to watch out for him, because he will quite happily chase me to my house. Alright, so here we go. We're going to pop those in there, and hopefully they will not perish. Though meat does seem to. Although, again, I'm not entirely sure if that's a bug or not. And then we're going to get our turtle. And we're going to go and explore the sea a little bit in our turtle. So, there we go. Now, we can go close to our base quite easily. Whoa. She goes really fast on the ground, doesn't she? Very quick sprinter. There we are. So we can quite easily go right next to our base and possibly even in our base whilst on a turtle. But she won't stay there if we... There we go. We're even in the base with her. How does she fit through that tiny door? But if we get off, she will despawn and respawn somewhere 100 meters our way. So here we go. Let's just go under the ground, under the water. And we should, our breath meter, which is on the right there. Uh-oh. Ah, nuts! We're being aggroed on by another turtle. I knew this would work. This would happen. Right, let's get onto land, because ironically the turtle moves a heck of a lot faster on land, which is completely stupid, but there you go. Okay, so there's nothing particularly to be seen here. The turtle is not a very fast creature, but it does have the benefit of being able to go on the land as well. And that does mean that we're going to be able to get it on the boat. If I can get this in my house through a tiny door, we should be able to get it onto the boat as well, as long as we can actually physically path it onto the deck. But there should be some way of us getting on there, but then we will probably just hit F, won't we, and mount. So I'm not entirely sure. Oh my goodness, look at the size of that. That would be a whale then. Now I've no idea what they eat. Well, in real life they eat krill, but how the heck I'm going to be catching krill to feed to them? You better not attack me. Oh, good lord. You're joking, right? I'm not doing a Jonah. I'm really not. Just no, right? Just no way. I don't think it's attacking me. I don't think it's gonna. But oh my gosh. That is the huge... You are in way too shallow water, pal. You seriously need to remove yourself and go somewhere else. And in the meantime, please don't hit me with your tail. Ah! How am I supposed to get past this thing? There's no way I'm going to get past it ever. I think he's off, but... Female is a sperm whale and female. They are vegetarian. I don't think we're going to die. But what the heck we're supposed to feed that? I have no clue. Wow, there's a dolphin. There is a dolphin. I thought I heard a duck or a chicken, but it's actually a striped dolphin. How cute! I'll bet you need fish. Do not blooming attack me. No way. That'll need fish. So if there's a striped dolphin there, we could perhaps drop fish. Now, I unfortunately got rid of our fish, but if the pattern of the dolphin is here, we could perhaps drop fish from up the slope on the other side to be able to... Okay, well, maybe we should try this. I'd love to have a dolphin. That said, yeah, that said it might disappear and things, but let's give it a go anyway. I'm going to get some fish. If we get in our canoe, we're going to be able to catch fish as well. But we just need to get my turtle back to land first. That's a crocodile there. I don't really want to be messing with a crocodile. Okay, here we go. Back to the canoe. And let's get our fishing rod. Caught nothing. Okay, so I can actually, even while I'm speeding along like this, over the top of that crocodile that we don't want anything to do with, caught nothing. I'm not surprised going at this speed. Now I'm pretty sure we saw it here. Okay, so caught nothing. Caught a fish. Okay, so we caught a fish. We're going to have to catch quite a few, I think, to be able to stand a chance with this dolphin. Caught nothing. I'm not sure whether it depends on whereabouts in the water we are. If we're deeper in the water, maybe we'll stand a better chance of catching fish. There we go, we've got 2 now. 3. I think we're probably going to need about 12, or at least 12. We might need even more than that, considering that it's actually very, very difficult to hit where the creature is. You can throw quite a lot away, but if it's not an aggressive creature, we should be able, perhaps, to pick up the fish that we drop that are nowhere near the dolphin as well. Okay, I've got 12 fish now, so I'm going to put this away, get the fish out, and I'm going to be careful not to eat them, because we don't really want to eat raw fish. And then We're going to see if that dolphin is still here. Now, obviously now I can drown. Oh, there is that a dolphin there? Or is that a shark? That's a blooming shark! Where's the dolphin gone? Okay, I think the dolphin must have despawned, and its place we've got a shark. I'm not cool with that. Let's just have a little look around. That's my boat. That definitely looks like a shark over there. That is a crocodile over there. That is a fish of some sort, or a frog maybe. Okay, so I think maybe our dolphin has despawned. Let's go back to our boat and see if we can find it. Unfortunately, it's difficult to see through the water. In fact, yeah, it's pretty difficult to see through the water, especially through the boat, because the boat is always under my nose when I look. So I can't look off to the side. That's a crocodile there. Okay, so I'm not sure what's happened to our dolphin, but in any case, I'm not sure where we would put a dolphin, because even a tamed dolphin would move a lot faster in the water than our turtle, but a tamed dolphin would no doubt be quite difficult to park, because we'd have to put it quite a long way from our base, where it would be difficult to get to without, we might have to, oh no, putting another totem is not going to work, is it? Oh, I heard it. I definitely heard it. So let's just see if we can. That is the noise it makes. So maybe this is a dolphin down here. There we are. There's the dolphin. Right, let's just see if I can get out of the water here. There's a dolphin there, and it's down there, and it's going between these two bits. No, it's gone to where else now? Okay, so it's going over here. So if I can drop a fish down there, maybe possibly. There we go. Drop that down there. No, completely missed the turtle, the dolphin, unfortunately. Oh, we've got another one in our inventory there. Let's not waste that. Maybe we'd do better. The glare off the water is not very helpful here. If I drop it here. But if I can drop it in the path of the dolphin, that would help. But mostly they roll off the bottom and just carry on. Did she get that one? She did not get that one. Okay, I might just have to go and get some more fish at this rate. Timing is the thing. Did she get that one? She didn't even get that one. It's right in front of her face. Now that one's gone way over there as well. Maybe we actually need to be right up close to her, because she isn't going to aggro on us. Fish. 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 So I'll grab some of these back again. There we go. And maybe if I put them here. She does sound like a chicken. And then maybe if I put them where she goes. There she comes back. And she goes to there. But this is a slope, so... Okay, we're going to drown if we're not careful. I can hold my breath for a ridiculously long amount of time, it seems. I can't swim backwards, which isn't ever so realistic. Yeah, I'm sorry, but she is making chicken noises. Absolutely. Okay, let's just drop a few fish. You see, they just kind of go flying off, don't they, really? They just go miles away. I'm going to go to the surface in a minute because I am just going to drown otherwise. But they just keep on rolling forever. Water resistance doesn't seem to be a thing. Picked up swimming. Really? Swimming? What? How can I pick up a swimming? That's ridiculous. Okay, there we go. So I'm not sure whether it's really going to work, taming that dolphin, because I just can't get any fish anywhere near her. Yeah, look at that. Picked up a little swimming icon. Now, why the heck would I want to do that? And all my fish have now gone. So I think the fish are doing the same thing as the meat did the other day and just despawning. So that... Bearing that in mind, and bearing in mind the fact that it's getting on for evening as well, I'm just going to head back to base because something a little peculiar is going on there. Yeah, it is very much down to chance as well as a bit of skill and luck whether you could capture anything at all, really. So we'll park our canoe as close to the base as it'll go. and then head back inside. I've got 4 fish left, and I think what I'll do is I'll just cook them and then eat them, and there's no telling, they might despawn again anyway. Hopefully our turtle is still up there where we left her, but again, no guarantee. There she is, fantastic, and hopefully she'll stay there. Okay, so we've got 4 fish here, and we've got whatever ones we had before, and as long as they haven't disappeared, there we go. Can we cook them, or do we need salt to cook them with, or this is, oops, do we need to cook these with salt or what? I'm not sure. Let's see. Catch the day, very delicious when cooked. Well, yes, I would assume that would be the other ingredient. Yes, it is. Fantastic. There we go. So that's going to be my food for the next few days. Whether or not we manage to catch ourselves a dolphin, I'm not entirely sure. We're going to carry on trying with tames, but we're not going to try too hard because, as I say, project number 1 has got to be our frigate. And then we'll have a decent base because currently I'm finding it quite difficult to build bases in this game. The snapping seems to be a little bit wonky as well. I don't know if it's just me, I haven't got used to it yet, but this shed that we're in right now is somewhat wonky and not ideal. So let's see, cooked fish. Well, that doesn't look very much like cooked fish, it looks more like tobacco or something, but okay. As long as I can eat it, that's great. So I'm going to supervise my fish cooking here. In the meantime, I guess I've got a few things I can put away. I've got some water skins, which we don't put in there. I think I put them in there. Yes, I do. And I've got some more cotton, which is great as well. So we're going to be able to make lots of cloth if we need to. There he is. We've got 260 cotton now. Fantastic. You'd think you need that for the sails, actually. And for our frigate, of course, we've got enough metal already. It's those logs that's going to be difficult because I've got 2 full stacks and well over a half in metal, but we're just going to need some more logs, and we're going to need loads of them. So guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, it hasn't been entirely successful, but if you have, don't forget to hit that like button and let me know. Also feel free to give me your comments, and for goodness sake, if you play this game and you've figured out more than I have yet, do let me know. If you've got any cool taming tips, because a lot of it does seem to rely on physics and terrain. Yeah, I do hope you'll join me next time we play Spirit Animal Survival, or check out the channel, see what else you've got on there, tickles your fancy. Till then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye bye for now.